have one copy of the SGW and they sell 60 copies from one place to another.
10 megabytes.
No. And the copying is off. So what we do is we
10 megabytes.
10 megabytes. The original data is very large. This is the
Okay,
part.
34 megabytes. This, the price is.
We can apply for a job if we want our robots, because then we have our robotic arms. Because yes. We don't pay very well, so I'm afraid.
Wait.
But see, I hope. Yes. Oh wow, Marina is a professional. She can take dual pictures.
Very efficient.
Oh, that's like
I'm doing what I can.
wow, that's like a proper influence.
Good, thank you very much. Sure, whatever you want. And here.
This drive would cost like €5 in modern time, and it used to be 100,000 francs.
Ouch. What was the year? 1991.
34 gigabytes. It's like €5 max. So you can get 1 terabyte for 30 years.
But how come this one was cheaper?
This is one of the first hard drives, hard magnetic drives. So it stores like, how much does it store? Like
2 terabytes.
2 terabytes?
2 terabytes.
2 terabytes.
3.5.
3.5 inch.
This is not 3.5 inch. This is 3.
This is 3.5.
No, 3 point. This is 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah. What about this?
Oh, this is the current price.
So this is not for this.
No, this is for this, but 3.5.
This is this.
This is this. Yeah. 3.5
10 megabytes.
inches is the big drives you have in big computers. 2.5 inches is the one you have in your laptop. If it's a hard drive, it's a solid state drive, they're even smaller.
Yes.
This is the jobs. What do you do? It's alright. And then that will invite the jobs back. This one? I will tell everyone very soon. We are standing in the vicinity of Alright, so just for everyone to know, here we have a really cool piece of historic equipment. You've all been to Science Gateway, where you've probably seen the first web server in a nice glass box. But of course, the first web server that was used by Tim Berners-Lee was not one, there were two, otherwise you can't have a web. And so that's why we have the second setup here. Not the server, but the screen and the keyboard and the mouse that Tim Berners-Lee used. And here, of course, no glass box. You can even touch it. When you touch it, you will see that Tim Berners-Lee had a very hot desk lamp because it really melted the plastic. And this sticker is always what fascinates me because it says here, do not displace this machine without warning the TH secretary, because back then nobody knew that if you switch that off or if you remove it, there is no web anymore, right? I mean, nowadays, if you want to destroy the internet, you have to Google, that kills the internet, we all know that. But now, back then, all you needed to do is plug it out and the web could not work anymore. So that's really as historic as it gets.
That's really crazy.
And so I like that we are really cool about that equipment. You can touch historic piece of equipment.
But the computer itself, the model is also very interesting. It was developed by Steve Jobs when they fired him from Apple. He wanted to create the best design that ever existed. He created it, it costs a lot of money, and no one bought it. Except Tim Berners-Lee.
Yeah. All right.
Does
So-
CERN also serve as a tier for other accelerators in other locations?
No, not in that sense. We do have data from Fermilab, for example, which we exchanged, but not really as part of their data network, they have their own network. What we do have here, of course, since we are at the border between France and Switzerland, we have an internet exchange point. It's not a data center, of course, but still we have a lot of data that has nothing to do with CERN going through our network because we are handing over between Switzerland and France. So you see over there, it says CERN Internet Exchange Point over there.
How many internet exchanges are between Switzerland and France?
I have no idea. There is one here. That's
Okay,
that I know.
okay, because if there was only one, you cut it off. No connection between,
No,
much more
yeah.
slower connection between France and Switzerland.
Exactly. You would go other ways, but
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it's not the only one. But since we, of course, have invented it, that was very yeah. All right. You're more than welcome to stay longer, but you're also more than welcome because I now covered everything I wanted to tell you, and I wanted to keep it short on purpose because it's been a full morning. You are now more than welcome to go for lunch, either in restaurant 2, which is just across the street, or you go back to restaurant 1. Both is a valuable option. I suggest you go to restaurant 2 and check it out if you like it, and if you're not busy and you like the meal option, stay there. If it's too busy or you don't like it, continue to restaurant 1, because then at 2 o'clock, this is in 1 hour and 36 minutes, so plenty of time. We will start again in Saal Anderson, so in building 14, and we'll tell them to go underground to the second floor downstairs. Saal Anderson, we will start with medical applications of particle physics. You don't have to wear any special shoes. You can bring your laptop if you want to take notes, but you don't need it there. But then afterwards we will go for our study group session, so you might want to bring your soft with you. But it will be next to the hotel anyway, so it's up to you. So we start at 2 o'clock. Enjoy your lunch break. If you want to stay around, take more pictures.
Yes, juice?
I don't know.
So what was number? You want another one? It's exactly the same.
I can also say the
You will see.
two items,
Yeah.
and I gave it
I appreciate this.
Okay.